could you walk us through if my company needs to be thinking about how to use blockchain technology in a meaningful way? What are those baby steps? And certainly Terry, jump in, but what are those baby steps? What do I do? Who do I speak to? I understand, there's the personal investing side and getting engaged. That's important. But what are those, crawl, walk, run steps in terms of how I start to build it into my company, my strategy, and my success in the future?
Okay, great question. Now, I guess that would depend on your situation, but as an entrepreneur, I think the best things to focus on is really understanding like how this new thing that everybody's talking about and is excited about, how is that applicable to your business or what you're trying to do? Now, it may impact you in a variety of ways. It could be as simple as like you said today, accepting a new form of payment. And your whatever enterprise that you're trying to drive forward, may not be applicable for blockchain technology. But adoption in terms of like accepting that kind of payment and transacting in cryptocurrency might be the only aspect. And then that can range from that small aspect of accepting cryptocurrency all the way to what am I doing right now? Actually, if I can apply blockchain technology to what I'm doing, and it's a valid use case, this can actually revolutionize the world and create a new market. And, that's what people are trying to do with land titles, healthcare, bank transfer payments, anything where there's some sort of middleman. So on a very high level, it's like Terry was saying, it's decentralization. So what that means is, the analogy I use to people is it's kind of, a bad analogy, but at the same time people get it. It's like, hey, you know what happened to taxi drivers when Uber came out? That's blockchain. All of a sudden you cut out the middleman. You're all of a sudden going directly to someone who's driving a car and you who wants to be in a car. So that's where you see a lot of the first applications, the initial, because blockchain is still in its infancy and everybody can get involved. You're seeing the most obvious uses of blockchain, which is decentralization, getting rid of the middleman, and a lot of peer-to-peer, which means like, you and me, kind of transactions where you don't need any kind of intermediary. And, that's why payments are so hot. Everyone talks about payments because, it is kind of ridiculous. I can give you $5 in a physical bill and you can give me back money and, no one's involved. But if I want to, send you money, it has to go through 100 different companies. It's ridiculous. It's a whole process. If I want to send it across the world, it's crazy. So that's the first obvious use of blockchain technology. Also very important as entrepreneurs. If you guys are entrepreneurs are thinking about doing blockchain technology, the blockchain. I would ask for advice. If you do feel like you have an idea and you want to apply blockchain technology to it, the best thing to do is to reach out to the community and ask if whatever you're trying to do is a really applicable use of blockchain technology. Because if not, right now it's still kind of very early, and the people that are involved are very nerdy, computer people. And if they'll tell you right away if what you're trying to do is applicable or not. And that's kind of what you want to do. You don't want to waste any time getting and wasting time and thinking about using blockchain as like I'll make things blockchainy, because you'll get a lot of blowback, unfortunately, which is something you want to look out for. But if you start talking to people and they're like, wow, what you're talking about is amazing, then you have something really good, and you have an opportunity that only comes up once every 20 years. So you should pursue that as hard as you can.